Yeah! How's it, race fans? Happy Sunday Fun Day and Race Day! Welcome live. Welcome to Left Turn Broadcasting, coming at you live, Pismo Beach, California. Woo! I'm Chris Paul Havis. I'll be your race broadcaster tonight, aka Tron. We'd like to welcome you to our Racing broadcast channel live on YouTube. We're stoked to bring you Front Row Racing playoff race number 3, and we are at Kansas tonight, folks. Oh yeah, Big Bad Kansas. We're going to see that aggressive high line racing. So if these drivers have some kind of fear of enclosed spaces of some sorts, they're going to have a problem here, because the fast line and that solid line is going to be on that outside tonight. So we're going to be seeing all kinds of that unfold in front of us. And let's go ahead and bring up Mucka, Front Row Racing CEO. And he's going to go ahead and give us a quick little insight of tonight's race here. Let's go see if we can bring him up. Give us one moment. Mucka, you got a copy?
Hey, Tron, you got me?
Oh, yeah, there he is. All right, Mucka. Dude, so we're in playoff race number 3. Pressure's really coming into effect right now. We've you've already cut some drivers thus far, and man, now we're at Kansas tonight. So what are let's go over the track real quick before we go over anything here. And
I got some fun facts for you.
All right, just running at the schematic of Kansas here. You're looking at the schematic now. We have the. Let me go ahead and describe the schematic real quick for our fun facts. You see the start-finish line is at that tri-oval center, so you have turn 1s and 2, 3 and 4. These are all progressed bank turns here, banking up to 20 degrees. We got a great, right along with you here coming up. So, and then of course you see the infield. Of course, this place is massive and fast. We're talking over 200 mile an hour. Muck, go ahead.
It was built in 2001. It's a 17 to 20 degree banking. 1.5 mile or 2.414 kilometers. There was a record lap set of 24.761 seconds by Scott Dixon.
Whoa!
In IndyCar 2003, an IRL IndyCar series.
I don't say, was that NASCAR legal?
No, we're running roughly 6 seconds slower than that tonight. So,
man,
that guy was flying.
Yeah, obviously. But man, that's crazy.
But, NASCAR runs twice a year there.
Okay.
We're running the night race tonight, so ought to be interesting.
Man, that is, speaking of the night race tonight, Muck, we're going to bring this thing up too. Here's our race info for tonight here, folks. We got a 50% distance race here. You got, this is custom setup, so these are the big dogs right here, and they're going to show us some new tricks on track. We got that fuel. We got the tire wear, 3-time tire wear. So that's going to be extremely important also. Running as fast as speeds, and of course the G's that these cars pull through the turns. It really, wears those tires tremendously. You got the stages. We got the damage, of course, and we have the manual caution. So manual caution states, if you're unfamiliar with manual cautions, it states that Race Command will call this thing. We don't have the program for Heat 5 calling our cautions. If anybody gets out of shape and they're very strict or whatnot, caution's going to be thrown. So that way we keep this thing as fair as possible for all drivers. All right, so for our playoff list here, my man, Kansas, here we are.
Yeah,
go with it.
Bring it. Kind of the same story as last week. Myself and True Death are on the bubble again.
Woo! Pressure.
We were lucky enough to advance into the round of 8. Now we have Kansas and next week's Watson's Glen to try to keep pushing forward. But we got Scotty B. Well, let's start. I'm 28 points behind the line. True Death is 30 points behind the line. Scotty B is 28 points ahead of the line. Field Filler's 50 points ahead of the line. So me and True got our work cut out for us. But anything can happen. So just got to keep fighting and see let the dice lay where they may, I guess you want to say. Man,
and they are. The dice are rolling right now, buddy, because this thing's coming to an end, and it's coming to an end quick. We got some, extremely aggressive tracks coming up as opposed to what we have in front of us tonight. So the talent level is going to be upped tremendously when it comes to these drivers and putting on their show. So, I'm excited to see what we're going to bring into this one, dude, for sure. So
it's going to be interesting. The field's getting tighter and tighter as we go. So.
Yeah. Absolutely, my man. Then let's go ahead and get on with the program tonight. So we have a great full cinder type deal here. We're gonna do our around the track, and we have Brett Baker, I believe it was, and we're talking old school here. Going to give us a great lap around and description of tonight's race and race scene, of course. So let's go ahead and get on over to that, and then we're going to follow that up with, of course, our national anthem, and get on with this show and get this race underway. So give us one moment, folks, and we're going to get this thing started. All right, but we'll be back here in just a moment.
Hey, Todd Palmer with the Kansas City Star here, and Brett Bodine is going to take me out on the Speedway, the 1.5-mile tri-oval here in Toyota Camry pace car for a little pace car ride. So I'm going to flip this screen around here in a second and give you guys a chance to kind of see what we see on this lap, and then we'll talk a little bit when we get back.
A bit of a landing up here on the back straightaway just off turn 2. Heading down the back straightaway into turn 3. And one thing I want you to notice about turn 3 is how the lack of the tire rubber is from the bottom of the track all the way to the top. This racetrack with its multiple degrees of banking really lend itself to using all the lanes available. 17 degrees of banking in the bottom, all the way to 20 plus in the top lane. Coming off of turn 4, down towards the start-finish line, right here in the middle of the trial. Top speed at this racetrack is achieved as you go into turn 1. We're headed over to turn 1, well over 200 miles an hour on corner entrance. As you get to turn 1, and again, you see all the dark parts of the racetrack where the truck race last night, they ran in all the lanes. We're running down in the top lane, coming off of turn 2. Looking down that back straightaway. We just got a call from our pits that we got to make a pit stop, so you can signal to your competitors. Try to get low going into turn 3.
Then you put your hand out the window to let them know.
Exactly. Head down into turn 3. We got to be low getting over here to turn 4 to pit entrance. Very short pit entrance here in turn 4, so we've got to use a lot of brake to get slowed down, transition onto the pit road, and then 45 miles an hour and start looking for our pit box.
So now, how fast were we going on that lap?
We were running 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. So the guys would be going twice as fast as that on race day, right? And
correct.
I was gonna say, you talked about when we were out there you know, they get to go in about 200, a little over 200 as they go into turn 1. Is that where the pucker factor comes in that they like to talk about?
Well, you know, these guys are professionals. They're used to it. You know, not so much the pucker factor in their case. You know, they're used to running in traffic and running that fast. But, you know, sometimes you get yourself in a position that you're very uncomfortable. That pucker factor can go up pretty high.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Brett. Really appreciate it.
Have a great day. Looking forward to a great race today at Kansas.
Yeah.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the rampart we'd watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting here gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and long
Stephen Powell and his performance of our national anthem. And a special thanks to the 303rd Fighter Squadron, 440.
Oh, here we go! Drivers, start your engine!
Fired up when you're ready. Fired up when you're ready. Fired up. Firing home.
Oh yeah, folks, you know what time it is now. Engines are getting cranked up right now. I want to throw out a quick shout out to Clint Johnson. He is a first-time viewer. Great to have you aboard, Bo. Hope you enjoyed the show tonight. We're going to be trying to throw on an exciting one. And, of course, all the boys here. Sorry about the miscue, but we had an awesome showing there from Brett Bodine. I don't know why I said Baker for some reason. But Bodine did a great job kind of showing that journalist around the track there, giving a good description of what these guys are going to be encountering tonight. So, man, of course, watch those steep entries and exits onto pit lane and pit road. We have let's go ahead and bring up our drivers tonight on who's going to be who in the race booth here. We got Marley up on his live cam. Marley's going to be giving us great insight and shot when it comes to our in-depth racing in the car, of course. And then we got my man Longshot. Let's bring him up real quick. Longshot, there he is right there. So make sure we're going to look for these guys tonight in the race, and they're going to give us what it looks like from their points of view, their POVs right there, wheeling that thing. So great views, great shots there from these guys. Really going to see some stuff here and see what they're going to go through working that top high line. So right now we're just waiting for the queue to get in, and then we are going to launch this thing and get it underway. We've got a 50% ahead of us. The way these guys, it will be over before we know it. And you've got the stages and everything. So very stoked, very excited. All right, just checking over, make sure we're not missing anything here. Getting ready to get into this thing, so looking for the invites, and then away we will go. Okay, copy that. All right, so we got race command here. We are on hold just for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and send it over to Joey Gase. We haven't heard from him for a minute, so stay tuned, folks. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Were the signs I ignored.
Joey Gase, what an amazing story. What he has done when his mother passed away with organ donation and what he has done since then.
Iowa native Joey Gase had one of the feel-good moments of the NASCAR season, but it's a personal story that has fans rooting for Gase at each turn.
The driver of the 52 in the Xfinity Series, Joey Gase, lost his mother when he was just 18 years old, and later on he found out that the decision that he made to donate his mother's organs helped save and improve the lives of 66 people. And Gase continues to promote donation through the local organ procurement organizations in each state.
Flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are. Or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well,
All right, folks, looks like we are getting into this thing, getting ready to launch it. Let's go ahead and go over the lineup. Did miss that coming into this thing. We have JCR clashing at 51, starting on not pole position, 30.348. Scotty B in the second position in that 88 machine with his qualifying time at 30.366. We have Jay Well is back, and also JCR in that third position in that 21 machine. He's in that 30.425 qualifying time. We got the fourth place, Flash 9 in the 47. We got the fifth place is Marley in the number 12 car. Look for him out there. Bad Fast Marley getting her done. In the garage as well. Long shot in that 19 car in the number 6 position. Phil Filler 7th in the number 5 car. Pittman in the number 8 machine, or in the 8th position in the number 11 machine. Mucka in the number 2 car. Of course, CEO Front Row Racing, Penske all day long. You're going to see him in the 9th spot. We got the 10th Deadman, or 10th position of Deadman in the number 4 car. We have the 11th position with True Death in that 3 Chevy. And we have the 12th position, Outlaw 18 Toyota. 13th position is going to be Misfire in the 8 car. And then Captain Cootie rounding us out. But Captain Cootie is unfortunately on a rescue call right now. He is one of our frontline defenders there. Firefighter, and he's out there doing some massive work, so hats off to him. Let's give a good shout out, prayers, and all that he comes back safely and does his job and brings everybody home safely. All right, folks, looks like we are getting ready to launch this thing off. Let's drop us over to our pole sitter, which is clashing in the 51. Here we go, coming up on drop of the green flag. All right, light the fires, kick the tires, because we out of here, folks. We at Kansas. We gone. Crank her upper. That's what I'm talking about. That's a great cranker up right there. We're lap 2 in, and look at this. Battle all kinds right here for the lead. You see Scotty B in the 88, charging low. Didn't quite complete the run. Now the 51 up to the high side. Gets some momentum. Got help from the 21. Another JCR car out there. Finds the bumper of the 51. Now running it tough. Driving to the bottom. On the apron, cross start finish line, that tri-oval right there. Massive run right now. On the bottom right here, looks like possible 12 car. In himself a little bit of a tester scheme, I think. But we had a huge dive bomb and slide job attempt, but didn't quite able to clear. Still looking for that run. You see the line to the outside really starting to form up now. Flash 9 up there. Sitting pretty good. Right now we see the 51 still up in the lead with the 21 hot on his tracks. 88 trying to put as much pressure as he can on this dude as he's charging away, leading this thing. Drifts back just a little bit to field filler. Sitting in about the 7th, 8th position now, getting ready to get his fights on with Mucka in that 2 car. Look for Mucka in the orange and blue 2 tonight. Got Pittman right there. Pittman started back in the 8th position. Holding strong. Looks like that was possible misfire right there with him trying to ride with. Dropping on board with Flash 9. Flash 9 looking low on the 4 car. Deadman had him start. He started off in the 10th position. Now rocking and rolling in the top 5er. All right, man. Talk about it. A quick and aggressive start to this thing. Getting up there, gaining himself all kinds of positions on the start, and running himself a fine race right now. Sitting in a nice position in that top 5. 47 all over his bumper. They're looking for that position then to take that thing away. Uh-oh, looks like we are under our first caution of the night. Scotty B sitting in that 2nd position. Now it looks may have possible contact of some sort toward the rear of the field. Didn't quite see anything toward the front, but we are under caution. Quick caution in stage 1. Everybody getting settled in, that's all. Got a great field tonight. Again, this is going to be a very tight battle. This is the playoff battle right here. Race number 3. Everybody trying to get any point they can. Keeping them either in the playoffs and locked in, moving to the next round, or, of course, staying ahead as far as they can, giving themselves as much of a gap and buffer because they're going to need it. A lot of fast cars and fast cats out here on this track tonight. So Kansas is an aggressive track. Like I said, you're going to be sitting to the top of this racetrack. You see that line really build up pretty quickly up there. That's where the momentum's at. That's where the grip's at. Get progressive banking. So that's going to be the highest banking right there. Going to be able to allow your car. So it does look like we have some damage right there on the 3 car. So that would definitely brought out our caution. You see all of our cars filing in right now to pit lane. So we are going to go ahead and follow along. We're just kind of dropping in on some cars and seeing who's who and what's what. So Clashin is the leader. He's going to go ahead and lead us into this battle, into and off from pit lane. Now it's up to the pit crews to get it done and see who's going to have everything at the end. Okay, everyone's stopping to get the 4 fresh fill good splash of fuel. Yeah, this is where some strategies can go underway as well. But it's so early in the run, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be taking their 4 freshens and getting all the fuel they're going to need, making it to the end. Now, I'm not sure if these guys are going to have the abilities to get to where we're going to, to the end of it from here on fuel. But, I'm sure it'll be close. They're a few laps off normally. But, like I said, I'm excited to see what strategies are going to be underway here. Bringing up our lap tracker now. Looks like we had quarter panel up on this thing tonight. Going to give us a little go around. Keeping us in tune to our laps and our countdown. So we... All right, so just got a little word on in that we're going to go ahead. They're going to do another lap around. So we're going to go ahead and do us a quick full cinder commercial, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
Exploration. It's in our DNA. There's something inside each and every one of us that compels us to know the unknown. to push past every frontier. We want to see what's never been seen. Hear what's never been heard.
63 miles an hour.
Feel what's never been felt. There are no limits to where we'll go, to what we'll discover, to what we'll achieve. We are all explorers, and there are new worlds to explore.
All right, folks, looks like we are back under green there. A little miscue on it. We have the 51 up in charge still. We got the 88 on his bumper right now. The 21 of JWoww is back in that third position. And everyone is up to speed right now. Looks like we have the 4-car Deadman in that 5th position. Looks like possible. And Fast Marley round us out in that 4th position right now. Charging hard, so he said he got himself a little bit of a hot rod tonight. We're going to be stoked to see it. Ooh, mad push right here by the 21. Giving the 88 all kinds of his shots in the 3 and 4. The 4-car Deadman trying that slide job, dive bomb, thingamajig. Doesn't quite have a, did find a hole up in front of Marley right there. Takes over that 4th position. Now running the high side, we're still looking at the 88 to drift back just a little bit now to the 19, a long shot on the bumper of the 47. Those two have been duking out all week. Why not keep it up, right? Here they are right here in about the 7th, 8th position. Right on the bumper of Field Filler right there, the 5. Now they're looking low. Field Filler outside. Now, the outside is the one with momentum, so will the 47 have that kind of momentum? Yes, he does. Now, will he have the hole? Does he have it? Oh, so barely, not quite. Oh, man. Field still putting the pressure on him right there with the 19. Side by side, 19 trying to pull up the same maneuver. Field ain't having none of it. He trying to keep all kinds of pressure and that gap closed. Will he? Oh, and the 19 finds it as well. Field Filler dropping back just a little bit. 19 on the charge for it, along with the 47. 19 a long shot, doing himself a pretty good job rotating through this field. And look at this, here comes True Death in that 3-car. Got himself involved a little bit of a mishap in the beginning of the race. But long race, long time to come back, and he's still in the top 10. So he's looking nice and pretty, man. I mean, his car ain't, but he is. He'll be all right. They'll fix that thing come next stage, and he'll be right as rain. All right, dropping in Mucka, CEO, front row racing right here in that 2 machine, that Penske Ford. Like he is sitting in that 6th position. 7th is the 47 of Flash 9 right there on his bumper. 8th is the 19 of Long Shot. 9th is Field Filler in the 5-car. Oh, you look like possible battle toward the top. Not yet. You still see him rotating through your screen right there. The 51 of Clash is still a race leader with 2nd place of the 88 Scotty B right behind him. 21 of JWoww in the 3rd position. Deadman in that 4th position, that number 4 car. 5th place is going to round out our top 5 with Bad Fast Marley in that 12 Penske Ford. And here comes his teammate, the 2-car of Mucka, which on him right now in that 6th position, trying to catch up to this lead drop. He's got plenty of help with the 47 and the 19. Firmly on his 6 and giving him all kinds of help with his straightaway speed. And man, these guys are moving right now. Ooh, Mucka with a little wobble loose to the outside, gonna keep it there as the 47 and 19 ducking underneath him. Gonna try to make this pass together. They do. Mucka now try to slide back up into formation here. No, Mucka going for the crossover. Say, I don't think so, son. We're gonna race this out a little bit. He must know the camera must be on him because he putting us on a little bit of a show. Mucka now holding down. This is a slower line. Ironically, when it comes to Kansas, the lower line's a slower line, right? You always expected lower lines to be fastest way around the track. Well, not in this case. And it's also going to burn up the tires just a little bit more. So how long Mucka holds this line, Ooh, contact. We just kind of got into it there. The 4 car looked like he got himself a little piece of the wall, a little wiggle and wobble loose because of it. 12 car, possible tiny bit of contact there, a little scratchy. His car, something they can't buff out. But look at him trying to make the pass there. Goes to the high, to the outside, trying to complete it and keep those RPMs up. Has that straightaway speed. Keeping it up now to the outside. Deadman's going to try to do that power move, slide job in the middle. Now if he can just keep it off the... He does. Great run by him. Gets back into that 4th position. Continues forward. But he's got himself company now. The 12 car has found a little bit of a weakness, and he's going to try to embellish it a little bit and see if he can get that 4th position back. But look at this. As those two were battling, here comes the 47 and the 5 car. 5 car did fall back. Now he's charging back forward again. Woo! We need to call him the yo-yo of the night tonight, man. It's going to be the 5 car. 5 car is doing himself a fine job of manipulating his way through the field. Staying in this fast-paced draft right here, and they're trying to catch these leaders who are lined up right now. 1, 2, and 3. That is Clash and Scotty B and JWoww. All 3 JCR cats right there, and they are a flying. Now you got Deadman right there with, again, the rest of the Fats cats, and they're gonna catch him. They're gonna line up. They're gonna get him. They can see him start gaining right now. But the top 3 are staying lined up. Same with the back now. Back's really starting to form up their line. Ooh, Wiggles out of the 4 car, who's leading this train, and that is an important car right here. He is the one who is starting all of the wind blockage here, and of course that draft. These guys need to stay as close as they can, just dissipating as much air, utilizing the horsepower of these cars all together as one, as opposed to them being individual. Like right now, as they separate, that's individual horsepower, as opposed to a group horsepower. If they put the group horsepower together with that draft, they'll go places. Now we're also gonna note these tires are going to start to wear. These tires are already done wore off. What can I say here on that one? We're looking at a 25 and 35% tire wear on the rights right now. We have 6 laps remaining ish, 6, 7, whatever laps remaining of our first fuel run, I'm sorry, in stage 1, of course. So tires wearing, car's getting light. She's starting to get a little wicked on you. You're thinking about what's your strategies here. We have 14 laps remaining in stage 1. Whoa! Mad Wigs by the 12 car. 12 car goes for some landscape and smoke screen. Comes back up trying to hold it. Makes a little bit of contact with the 5. 5 keeps it pointed the right direction. Are we still good? Woo! That was just a little bit of contact and some racing right there. And great driving by those guys. As we see now the 47 and 19 underneath the 4 cars. The 4 cars falling off pace. Car starting to give up on him a little bit possibly. Well, these tires are wearing, and they're going to be getting their 4 freshens and fuel here momentarily. So how long can the 4 car hold on? 19 and 47 now making their way by. This is our top 3 right here. This is our leader, JCR clashing with the 88 of Scotty P. Yeah, get some, Scotty. Both these guys started in 1 and 2 and remain in the same. So same thing with JWoww. JWoww started in that 3rd position, remains in that 3rd position today. All right, leader of the 2nd group right here of the Splash 9 in that 4th position. Deadman 5th. Woo! 19 with a wicked wobble. And that running out that top 5er. Or 6, I'm sorry, that's 6th position. So the 47 4th. Deadman 5th. And here we go. Pit stops. You see that? That was one treacherous entry right there all day long. Aggressive banking angle to a very short pit entry. You gotta be careful of that. That transition, the way that car is gonna load up and offload it when it gets into the flat, it will walk you sideways, crazy, and hopefully not backwards. You see Pittman the Rook, always the Rook, no longer the Rook, but that's his nickname. Pittman right there in the 11 car, started himself in that 8th position. Looked like he did himself a little bit of a short stop here. Now, these are strategies that, you know, all these drivers have planned out here. 11 laps remaining in stage 1. So you short stop a little bit, utilize those 4 fractions, get yourself some time on track on these guys. Hopefully it'll hold off and hold them off longer or long enough to get to that checkered flag at the end. You see, it looks like Bad Fast Marley and the 5-car Field Filler have teamed up. Those two, great draft rate here, creating a lot of fast race pace speed here. Hopefully thus being able to have that momentum to catch up to the cars just coming out of pit, you know, who are positions ahead. All right, so it looks like we're dropping in, checking in. I think now the clash. Whoa, wiggles and some contact. The 51 of JCR clashing was our race leader coming into pits. We're gonna let everything cycle through, and we're gonna find out who the race leader will be in just a moment. But I believe it's gonna land back on clashing, unless of course he had some kind of, you know, mishap of whatnot getting into pit lane. Those black flags will decimate you in the end. But if you are going to get any kind of penalty, now's the time to get it. I mean, if you want to get it. I mean, I would recommend not. All right, we're inside the 10 now, folks. 8 laps remaining in stage 1. And it looks as if new leader, Scotty B into 88. Woo! Get some Scotty. Scotty B back out in front. Been a minute, got that clean, fresh air. Must have had himself really good pit stop and strategies there, because he is up. He's up in front and doing himself a really good job. He's got a distance over the field. So you see, looking back from Scotty B, you see the 51 of JCR clashing. Now, he may have got a little woden slowed up with his wobbles and some small contact with 3-car. Oh, 19. Oh, man, holding on to it through the grass. We just happened to tune in on that one. Great save by him. Now, that's what we call wicked loose. Got a hold of it. All good. Woo, possible. Look at that battle right there. Bad Fast Marley in the center. Looked like there's more contact. 5-car Field Filler. Possible got the worst end of that stick. 47 high to the outside. Marley now finding himself a lane up top. 47 going to cross him over. Go back to side by side. Now 21 JWoww is back, was in the 3rd position. Looks like he still remain in the 3rd position here. Looks like he's having himself some possible tech difficulties here, as his car seems to be driving a little irate. But I'm sure that's not the 21 of the driver in it. It looks like it's more of a, like I said, more of programming. Looks like it's ironing itself out. Should be fine. He is starting to get on the bumper now. The 51. Will he be able to pass the 51 and get that 2nd position? Every point counts here. These guys are in playoffs, and it can come down to, ooh, look at this big run on the outside. Now dropping to the bottom. As he's dropping to the bottom, will he be able to have enough momentum to clear him on the inside? No, the 51 powers his way out of that one, still holding the top line, going into 3 and 4. Mustering up enough energy to stay in front of the 21, but 21 is looking for that draft and that dive, and now he goes. Short part, do a little shortcut action, dives him to the bottom. Should be able to clear him coming up into 1 and 2. Does. Clears him, jumps back up. 21 now, whoa, in that 2nd position, but that definitely looked like some kind of programming as well when it comes to the 51. Unless these cars got some kind of NOS switch that I'm unaware of. 51 to clash and now falling off to the 3rd position there. But you see he was fighting tech there, and looks like he's gotten it kind of straightened out. All right, we look like we have Field Filler underneath. Or was fighting. I'm sorry, that wasn't. That was Good battle here. Flash 9 in the midst of some stuff. Finding himself now caught up to the 4 car. Making his way, hopefully, into the 4th position now. Flash 9 in that 5th position. Looks like possible true death in that 6th position, followed by Marley in the 7th position. Feel it dropping back a little bit in that 8th position. Has some contact a little bit earlier in this run. I'm sure he'll sort that out and be able to get himself a great run come second session. All right, folks, so that was the end of her right there. Sorry I missed the ending of that one, but that's going to be Scotty B as our stage winner there. So great job to Scotty B bringing it home. Man, let's throw him up a little, yeah, get some Scotty B. Great job. Stage 1 winner. If we can scroll that thing up to the top, that would be fantastic. But we got Scotty B as P1 for that stage, for stage 1. Now we're coming into stage 2. We're going to be looking at second place. Give me 1 second here. JWow's clashing. We got JWow second, clashing third, Deadman 4th, Flash 9 5th, True Death 6th, Bad Fast Marley 7th, Field Filler 8th, Mucka 9th, and Pittman rounding out our top 10er. We had a Quarter Battle come queue up, but I didn't have his mic on, so I just wanted to wrap it off real quick before it went away. Quarter, we'll get to you on that next one for sure. All right, green, green, green. Here we go. 12 car looked like he may have missed a pit of some sort, dropping to the apron and going to the rear of the field, possibly getting into the pits. So that's all right. He has plenty of time to rebound from this. All right, finding us up toward the front here with JWow in the 21 JCR right there on the bumper of the 88 of Scotty B. Scotty B now leading this thing. Or still leading this thing, sorry. Stage 1 winner, Scotty B. 21 a little loose, getting these things up to speed, getting some tire pressures built up, get some heat in these things, and they're all right. Got the 51 of Clash in that 3rd position with the 47 of Flash 9. Now right there in contact with that draft. In the 4th position, Deadman in the 5th position right there on the 47's bumper. A little bit of gapping right now. Looks like everybody's got a little bit of space here. 21's really starting to reel in the 88 now. Things are starting to close up, which is when the speeds will pick up. Remember, folks, coming into 1 and 2, these guys are over 200 miles an hour. That's that pucker factor that I mentioned earlier. Well, it's the same here when it comes to what they're styling. All right, folks, let's go ahead and see if we can bring up Longshot here and see what kind of wheel he's producing today. All right, folks, you can look up on your right-hand top of your screen. That's going to be our man Longshot. Let's go ahead and bring him up on our main screen. Here we go. Longshot now fighting his way back. He had himself one heck of a battle, as you've seen earlier. Now he's starting to drift back a little bit. He's got help, and he's got some time to catch that top drop. Let's see him get it done. Now, he did have a little bit of a wobble and wiggle in stage 1. Again, we're all, he got plenty of time to get this thing back up toward the front. You see him wheeling that thing all kinds right now. Let's take a look in the view from his hood as you see him back here at about the 10th position now, looking in at that top lead draft, and he is starting to hunt in on the 11, closing in ever so slightly, but once he gets a hold of that draft, he should bring up the rest of these cars, the 3 and the 18. A great run by Pittman now. Look at this. Pittman getting himself an awesome run. Pittman looked like he's sitting in about the 8th, 9th position on the bumper of the 5 car of Field Filler and the 2 car of Mucka. Mucka high to the outside, and the 5 car of Field Filler looking low, trying to make that pass. But as these guys are going side by side, those leaders are starting to pull a little bit further away. Dropping at the caboose of the lead line here is Deadman. Deadman following up the caboose here. You got the leader of this train is the 88 of Scotty B. Looks like the 4 car. Holding strong. Throwing up a little smoke screen in front of the 2 cars and the secondary pack that's on their way up. It's like Deadman's falling off just a little bit. May start to lose that lead draft, so he needs to step on it. Jewel back in that second position here. These guys are lined up. Flash 9, he's part of that group right now, so he's going to see what he can do. Now, basically, if you want to look at this thing in perspectives, we have JCR 1, 2, and 3, and then we got Flash 9. So he's going to battle all these guys, and he's going to take them on. Bets? I got some good money on Flash. Get Flash up in this thing, bro. Watch him go to work. As he's going to pick off one of them right now, the 51 of JCR clashing. Now the 47 of Flash 9 riding the bottom. Can't get enough momentum to clear him. Woes and slows him up a little bit. He's got to try for another run. As they did that, though, you see, just as they did that, the two cars, the 1 and 2, 88, and the 21, broke away just a little bit. So that draft is important, extremely important. Speaking of draft now, here comes the 5 car taking the lead of the secondary draft. 5 car field filler. Got himself in tow the 2 car of Mucka, the 11 car of Pittman, the 19 of Longshot, and True Death in that number 3 car. And so this little group right here are going to try to catch themselves a lead pack. Lining up pretty good so far. See if they can pick up some speed here. Now the 3 cars have broke apart just a little bit. You see a little bit of a wobble out of possibly the 5th place car. So they're not tight. If these guys can get even tighter here, they'll probably generate a little more speed and be able to catch at least those 3 right there that are right in front of them. The 2, the 1st and 2nd place cars, the 88 and the 21, look like they're trying to do themselves some kind of a checkout maneuver, and I believe it's starting to work. You see Pittman now. Look like he got himself a little bit of a hot rod tonight, as he wants to take in move himself a little bit more forward in the field. Pittman now working himself into about that 6th, 7th position and charging forward. He's got himself a really nice FedEx ride there. He's going to try to deliver some mail quickly. All right, let's sit in on Flash 9 just for a moment here. Flash 9 now currently running in the 4th position. Deadman in that 5th position on his 6th. See if they can close up a little bit on the 51. Had a run on the 51 of Clashing, I'm sorry. The JCR cat, and just couldn't complete it underneath. Fell back a little bit. Now looking for that run to come back to him again. Cooling off his tires. Again, just generating that speed and that run, setting his car, setting his rhythm, and then he'll catch these guys again, get a good peak on his RPMs, wait for a wobble like that to will and slow him up, and this is going to be his time to attack and pounce. And that's what these guys are looking for out here, looking for that consistency. They want to be consistent themselves and then take advantage of any inconsistencies of drivers in front of them. All right, let's take a ride with Scotty B in that 88, on point. Scotty B, clean air, and I'm sure he's just grinning ear to ear right now. This man's fast. He's been running in the Heat Nationals Pro over there and doing a fine job, and he's putting up with some of the best competition over there and really striving forward. Same thing with JCR Clashing and JWoww, all those guys running the same. So, man, hats off to all these guys with the amount of racing that they have been producing in a lot of different leagues. Right now, you got Scotty B, our race leader, 21 of JWoww, nice and content running where he's at. Everyone's kind of lined up pretty good right now. All right, folks, we're in stage 2. In case you're just tuning in, this is Left Turn Broadcasting, and we are live with Front Row Racing. This is playoff race number 3. We're at Kansas tonight. And we are 22 laps remaining of stage 2. Looking at some possible green flag pit stops here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and drop us back to our race leader. or closer to. JWoww's right there sitting in that second position. Now we'll be seeing, like I said, I'm looking over here at some lap trackings. We got tires wearing down. You got one driver here, 7%. Woo! That's putting it close. All right, 22 laps remaining. So these are where these strategies really will play their role in races that are of this nature, of long green flag runs. So this is where you can do some kind of maybe earlier pit strategy, knowing that you'll have tenths, you'll be tenths and tenths quicker for a few laps than, you know, the drivers that are staying out. As you see the 51 of JCR clashing, diving off on the pit lane, going to get himself his 4 fresh feel goods to complete the run in stage 2. Now the leaders are staying out just a little bit more. Let's see if they go around another lap or two. Flash 9 now moving himself into that 3rd position. And everything's going to cycle back around. All right, here we go. Leader pitting. New leader, 21. JWoww is back, JCR. Flash 9 right there in that 2nd position. Still, these guys need to pit and get their 4 fresh feel goods. While this field cycles out and cycles through, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a quick little break, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
Exploration. It's in our DNA. There's something inside each and every one of us that compels us to know the unknown. To push past every frontier. We want to see what's never been seen. Hear what's never been heard. Feel what's never been felt. There are no limits to where we'll go, to what we'll discover, to what we'll achieve. We are all explorers, and there are new worlds to explore.
PlayStation.
All right, folks, we are back after that quick full sender. We got 14 laps remaining in stage 2. We are on board the 21 of JWoww, and we got him up on your right-hander screen. Grab a look at him. That's a look of intensity right there as you see him wheeling this thing around. getting it done right now in second position. Now reeling in the 88 of Scotty B. So clashing with a little bit earlier of a pit strategy. Finds himself in that lead right now. But you have the Scotty B of the 88 in that second position. J-Wow now in that third position. And let's see if they can run him down. We have 13 laps remaining in stage 2. So they got time. Not a lot of time, but they got some. And right now they have 2 versus 1 right now, with 1 head of steam coming out that 51 right now. So let's see what they have in order. You see him now. He is up on the bumper of the 8 car. This is not easy right here, folks. Of him keeping this car as steady as he is, up on that bumper the way he is. I mean, we're talking inches away from the wall right there. And all this air moving around behind him. The 21 is really doing his job. You see that wheel working back and forth, just trying to keep this thing steady right behind the 88. That's all he's focusing on right now. Close. Keep this car close. Really close, because that's what makes him fast. You know, displacing that air between the 2 cars makes them run faster, of course. Because now they got the horsepower of 2 cars as opposed to 1, as they now near the 51, closing in. Excellent shot there by J-Wow. Appreciate that. All right, on board our leader now. Let's see. Here they come. No, look at this. J-Wow down to the bottom. Yeah, you see those hands just be moving right there. Woo! That was awesome. J-Wow now with that dive bomb, slinger around, passing Majig right there. Gets himself into that second position. Now going to try to run down the 51. Knowing that he has at least a lap or 2 fresher tire. Going to give him that extra confidence he's going to need when he gets up to the 51. He's got the 88 now right there on his bumper, but not nearly as close as he was to his. As now the 21 of J-Wow is looking to reel down the 51. Now J-Wow has been on fire. As you see the 51 trying to break up that drop best he can. 21, nah, he ain't having none of it, because there he is. Mad run right here. Look for him to get down the bottom. He does. He get a nose under there. He's got the bottom. Oh, a little bit of contact. Not a lot. Just a little scrapish action. We'll buff it out later. It's good. Look at this. Now the 21 trying to slide job. Didn't quite make it stick. Here comes Scotty B now. You know, you guys keep ducking and duking it out and stuff, because I'm just going to go ahead and go around and boat you. As he gets that second position back. Now on a run for the 51. He going to get this one. He's going to try to get this thing. As we're inside the 10, 8 laps remaining in stage 2. Here we are with our leaders duking this thing out. All JCR boys trying to throw down a good show. Oh, looks like we must be way off on our lap tracking count here. Because that was it. Oh, okay, copy that. All right, so it looks like we do have a caution. Our lap track is firm, is correct, but we are under caution now. 7 laps remaining in stage 2 with the caution. Oh, no. All right, folks, this is going to be pretty interesting. You've seen J-Wow up there on that the right-hander of your screen, really working that wheel, trying to get things done, going for that pass or working on it. Man, that was some exciting racing right there. Cool to have him up on that screen, just getting it done. All right, folks, looks like we are under caution just for a moment here. Let's kind of go over our running order. As they came in, it looked as if of course, the 88 was chiming in, getting there to the 51. 51 leading 88 of Scotty B came in that second position. It looks like the 21 of J-Wow, third position. And again, we're going to see what kind of race we have off from pit road. Fields in, of course, everybody's getting their 4 freshens. All right, here comes our race leader right now. He's going to go ahead and get that race lead back. The 88 gets the second position, 21 third, 47 in the 4th position right now. Kind of cycle around with him. It looks Deadman 5th position. Possible True Death in the 6th, around there, somewhere around there. Mucka 7th position. Field filler 8th is what I'm reading at least. All right. Gonna maneuver our cameras back around here, get us over to the race lead. Or closest to, because we got JWoww up on this thing. He's sitting in that 3rd position. Flash on the outside. Outside is actually a better place to be on these restarts, I think. Everybody's rushing to get up there. That's where the momentum's at. Here we go. Green! Dropping it, all kinds. Here it is. 51, awesome launch. Pulling up in front of the 88 of Scotty B. Flash 9 all over the bumper there. The 21 still trying to hold tough on the bottom. 21 now finding a hole up to the top. Does. Gets in that 2nd position. Now, JCR cars line back up again. 1, 2, and 3 with Flash 9 right there on their bumper. Deadman coming with a mad charge on the bottom. Can he make it stick and hold? Looking for a hole to get in the line. Doesn't. Contact. Whoa! Possible field fill across the grass. Does. Smoke screen. Brings it back. Point in the right direction. How about that? On board JCR clashing. Our leader with the 88. Hot on his tracks. Now the 47 gets past the 21. And finds himself into that 3rd position. Flash 9 on the charge forward. With Deadman in tow. Coming to the end of stage 2, folks. 3 laps remaining. We are on the leader now. 2nd place, 88 is Scotty B, looking to take that lead away at the end. Finding a run. 47 now doing his best to get up into that lead draft. But the one thing that 47 and Deadman have to look forward to here in a second is when the 88, if the 88 gets a run and goes side by side with the 51, that's going to will and slow them up tremendously. Thus, being able to, hopefully, the 47 with the 4 car have enough momentum to get up there too. Possible to do a little upset at the end as we're 2 to go in stage 2. All this brought to you tonight by Century 21, Hometown Realty, all over the U.S., all over the world. Proud sponsor of Front Row Racing and Left Turn Broadcasting, C21 Pro Cup. Also JCR, race team at Heat 5. Obviously doing phenomenal things in this thing as they sit in 1 and 2 with some contact. Oh yeah! Like I said, this is what the 47 of Flash 9 is looking for, but this is last lap right there. 88 was going for it and going for the gustos. Couldn't quite get past the 51. 51's going to go ahead and take that checkered. And there we go. Stage 2 in the books. And that's going to be the 51 of Clashin', winner of stage 2. Congratulations to Clashin', getting it done. We have Scotty B, stage 1 winner. Stage 2 is the 51 of Clashin'. I believe I got that right. A lot of racing. Got the 47 of Flash 9 in the 3rd position as they cross the line. 4th position belongs to Deadman in that 4 car, I believe. Yep. 5th place is True Death. 6th place is Mucka. Long Shots is the 7th. Misfire 8th. Pittman 9th. Outlaw is rounding out our top 10er. Alright, here we go. This is it. Stage 3. Now, looks like JWoww starting toward the rear of the field in stage 3. So let's see if he has enough to bring it back. We got Marley up on this thing as well. Let's go ahead and bring him up as we get the launch of stage 3. Here we go. Green, all kinds, 51 in charge. Now the 47 with itself a mad run on the bottom. 47 trying to get it. Woo! All right, everyone's lining up. Getting to the high, getting those cars wound up, spooled up, seeing what kind of run they can get. Field filler toward the back of the pack. Let's grab a look at Marley real quick. And since he is, giving us all kinds of action, we're going to see what kind of a wheel he's producing. All right, we got Marley now up on the right-hand side of your screen. He's in that 12 car, fighting his way through the field, and he has himself one heck of a picture in front of him. Look at that. What are you going to do? Whoa, contact right there. You seen it? Oh, man. The C's split. That looked like that was misfire right there. Oh, man. Contact at 3 wide racing right in front of him. Oh, but Jesus. This is great. Good action. As you see the leaders right there, top of your screen, they're lining up 1, 2, 3, and 4, and still battling. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th right there. Top 4 is lining up now. Back of the pack starting to muster up a little bit more energy and gaining. 21 to JWoww now. Oh, I believe we are under... Yeah, we are under caution, it looks as if. And we did just happen to bring up JWoww. Let's see if we can catch him on comms and see if he's busy. Oh, yeah, see if he's busy. Of course he's busy, man. Look what he's doing. All right, JWoww, do you got a copy? It looks like JWoww's comms are off. But we've got more tricks up our sleeves, if you will. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can ring up Longshot. Longshot, you got a copy? Hold on there, Longshot. In just 1 second, once she lights up, there she is. All right. See, you got to talk nice to this thing sometimes so it'll work. All right, Longshot, we got you, buddy. You're up on the screens, man. You've had yourself one wild ride so far. Whoo! What is going on there?
Been a rough ride, that's for sure. Just hoping to maybe get some spots up here at the end and get a better finish here at the end. We've had a rough 2 stages. Was able to get some stage points the second stage. So.
Oh, that's good news. That keeps you in the fight then for sure, right? Well,
yeah, stage one we weren't able to get any points, unfortunately. Stage 2, we were able to get some, so we're just hoping to get a good finish here at the end and walk out here with a decent points day and see what happens.
Nice. All right, buddy. Well, best of luck out there. You see that 19 Tracker Toyota right there, and that's Longshot. He's gonna be doing his best to bring us home a good finish. All right, folks. Let's go ahead and get over to our race leaders here. Clashing up on point. 47 low, launch and gone. 47 is our race leader. And looks like, yeah, Flash 9, great launch right there. Scotty B in the 88 in that second position finds himself right there. The 51 now of Clashing on his bumper. Now the 47 of Flash 9 back in charge of it, or now in charge of this thing, but back in front. He's been in front throughout the season, and he's trying to keep his streak alive, winning all kinds of races lately, leading just a plethora of almost everything. But this guy is just putting down a hammer right now and trying to show some competition toward these JCR guys, and he's doing a fine job of it right now. The 47 Flash 9, our race leader. Woo! Massive run with all these cars starting to line up now. You see him 1 through 10 pretty much. You see, well, he actually top 5 now starting to break away. You see that speed that these guys have when they link up together. Running a good gear package. Definitely a nice balanced car because they're able to really hold that inside line. We've seen those dive bombs and inside passes and whatnot, being able to slide the car up, not letting it push up into the wall. If they don't clear, they're still able to hold that bottom line without letting that thing come around. And that's what we look for, a really nice balanced car here. Something that you're that will be able to hold a tighter line but not spin out, of course. And then, of course, you don't want the thing tight where it pushes up into the car you're trying to pass or the wall. See the 19 now working the three car with a little bit of a rub to the, that's what we're talking about with that high line. It leaves very little room for error there as the 3 car sitting in that 4th position now. Possible under attack by the 19. 19 on the bottom. 3 car still powering on the outside. He's got that Chevy horsepower. He put it to use right there. He launches out of that out of 2. Great straightaway speed, but 19's right there. Has the bumper full of the 4 car Deadman. Deadman also has another Ford with him, which he's got that 2 car, that Penske Ford, always fast, always consistent. Now riding about middle of field, and he has himself all kinds of help and draft right in front of him. Look to see that 2 car marching himself forward as you're looking at the entire top 7 right here, all in one, top 10 in one shot. Pretty much more or less. Oh, 18, and looked as if possible the 11 car contact 18 into the wall. But it looked like the 11 car was able to maintain and keep it pointed in the right direction. The 11 car was having himself a really good run. I believe that was the 11 car. Possibly not. It might be on some a little bit further back here. All right, so we are under caution, folks. All right, so we're going to get ourselves, it's like the 3rd caution or so of the evening. Just still a lot of hard racing, aggressive racing. These guys need every point when it comes to these playoffs to remain in the playoffs and, of course, march forward and having that shot at the end to get the championship. If they can make it into the last rounds, like I said, anything can happen. We got some aggressive tracks coming up. Some of those anything can happen type tracks. And, again, anything can happen. So, we don't know. It's all about luck of the draw on one, talent in the other. And of course, you're having a really good program, a good setup, and an idea of what you're trying to run. So of course everyone's going to get these 4 fresh feel goods and get these things underway. We have the 47 of Flash 9 leading this thing. Scotty B, the 88, he's in that 2nd position. The 51 of JCR Clashing in the 3rd position. 4th position is going to belong to that 3 car of True Death. Yeah, get some. I drive the 3 car, so just in case you're unaware, True Death's the man. All right. And then we got the 19, of course, of Longshot, giving us some great views of inside the car and whatnot, what he's doing there. He's riding around in that 5th place. So he's doing a good job marching forward to the field. 6th place, it looks like that was going to belong to the 4 of Deadman. 7th, Mucka. 8th, 21 of JWoww. 9th is Phil Filler. Round our top 10 is going to be the 11 car of Pittman. So this is going to be the race off from pit road. Now we'll see if they can hopefully closer to maintain their positions, if not gain some. We're going to find out right now as we get this race off from pit road. Right here. Okay, here's Clash, and he's trying to fight this one. Oh, here comes Flash 9. Flash 9. Oh, missed it. Come here, Flash. I got him. There he is. All right, so Flash right there. Scotty B 2nd. Yep. JCR Clash in 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah, so everyone's pretty much in the same position they came out. Look like Mucka might gain a spot. Good job to Mucka right there. All right, so we're going to get ready to launch this thing under green here. So for some of the new people joining us when it comes to our cautions, the reason why you're seeing a different format here is these are manual cautions. So if there's any kind of contact of some sorts, the caution manually gets thrown out. Everybody basically, does the exact same format as real NASCAR. Woes and slows it up, waits for the command that the pit lane is open, does their strategies, comes out, lines back up, and produces this. What awesome restart! Here we go! 47 going to drop the hammer! Green, all kinds green. 47 gone. All right, so he's got himself a great launch. Good start right there. 47 trying to get those tires warmed up, get it set in before these guys get that run up on him. So far we have the 88 and the 51 side by side. Now the 19 of Longshot finding himself possible third position, maybe fourth position now. As you see the 51 of Clash and slide himself up into position there. Let's see what Longshot has up his sleeve right now as he finds himself in that fourth position. Find him up on the right-hander side of your screen. And let's jump on board. All right, here we go. Riding on board with Longshot, and you're going to see him up on the right-hand side of your screen. Watch that wheel be a moving and a working as he's in that fourth position. Running down the 51, the 88, and the 47. Woo, look at this run now. All up on the bumper with them. Get it! Excellent run right there. Holding tough. Get just inches off that wall on entry. Trying to hold it off there. You see that little, whoa, too close and bring it down on the by the 4 car. Very smooth on his wheel, though. He's got himself a decent car. And now he's getting it back up to where he wants it to be. Close to that podium position. And looking at that lead. He's got that man True Death in that RCR car right behind him, though. He's in a Knight Rider car tonight. All blacked out, all stealth like. Whoa! Contact to the wall. Maybe a little rubbins. By possible 4, I'm not sure. We didn't quite catch that one. It was close. Now 19 still. Oh, here we go! Challenge for the lead. 88's going to go with it and bring the 51 and 19 along with. Will the 19 be able to clear Flash 9? Flash 9 back up on the bumper of the 51. Ooh, this can go the wrong direction for the 19. He could go to the back of this line, but he still. Oh, contact and gapping. Finds himself that hole. Underneath the 47, still challenging him. Drag race all kinds. 19 still holding the bottom. Now the 4 car of Deadman sucks up into and takes that hole away where he was trying to get back up in the line. Now the 19 finds his way back up in the line. Gets himself that 5th position. But look at this. Here comes the 21 of JWoww. JWoww's back. Oh yeah, he back all right. Here he comes with a vengeance as he's on a run right now trying to add to this party. As you see him, he scratched a little bit of wall there on that one. Really woed and slowed him up. Now he's going to lose. Ooh, he might lose a couple positions. As these guys are roaring around the outside. True Death leading that lane out there. Looks like he got Mucka right there on his bumper. Now those two are in one fierce battle. These guys need to beat each other type thing. So I believe it's between those two on who's going to finish in front of who. It's who's going to make it in to the next round. As you're sitting on board with Longshot right now. Looking back at him, we got Deadman right there. Excellent run by Longshot. Now finding himself in that top 5, 4th position. Let's go drop in on Marley real quick, see how Marley's doing. See, you'll find Marley up on the right-hand side of your screen right there. Marley now making his way through. You're right. Got Mucka right there with him on his 6. You got, looks like Marley is dripped back to about the 7th, 8th position. Top 10 around there. Rickney's car started out with a very strong program. I believe maybe had a little bit of a pit mistake of some sort. Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah, he did. He had a pit mistake coming into stage 2. Set him back in the back of the pack. And we know what it's like when you have to charge through numerous number of just some of the fastest drivers in this game in Heat 5. It's like what it's challenging. It's one of the hardest challenges you probably put yourself through. I just see Marley now diving to the bottom. Check him out. Yeah, man, he's working that wheel, trying to keep this thing squared away here. Falling down. See, now that's what happens when you get to the bottom. You lose that RPM, that momentum. And it's hard to get it back. All right, let's bring up JWoww and see how JWoww is mustering here in this run today. Now, JWoww did fall back just a little bit. There, folks, looking for him. There he is. Okay, JWoww now finding himself in the 6th position with True Death on his bumper. So 6th, 7th is True Death. Looks like possible pitman in that 8th position. Great run for him, man. Good job. Yep, that is Pittman. Pittman in that 8th position. Mucka 9th position. Rounding out our top 10er is Field Filler in the 5 car. You see Marley really doing JWoww really doing a good job there. Focused, keeping that car nice and steady, trying to get his run back. You see he had himself a little bit of scrape contact to the wall, slowed him up. And he's now trying to gain those positions back. So we got JWoww right here looking in. And he has. He's gained. He did lose some, but now he is on the he's in the right direction now. He's on the march forward. All right, let's go ahead and land it on Flash 9, and he's riding around in that 3rd position, was leading, charging tough, and getting it done. The 88 and the 51 found themselves one heap of a run. Were able to power past the 47, but now the 47 has the 19 on his bumper. Now, will these two team up and charge against these two? I mean, I can't see why not. I'm sure that that seems like a good protocol there, but 19 now looking low for the, oh man! 88 into the wall! 51 there too. Now the 47 is going to take it away. There they both go. 2 for 1 sale. Wow. All kinds late change of leaders there. 47 and 19 take over 1st and 2nd. 51 and the 88 now drifting back to the 3rd and 4th positions. Flash 9 back out in front. Wow. Great racing right there as you see those two team up. Trying to get past. Looked like there was a little bit of contact with the 88 and the 51. Possible Walsh and slowed them up. And as they were trying to figure it out, damn, that 47 and 19 had that run and they kept it. Maneuvering their way forward. Now let's see if they can break away. It doesn't seem as if they can. The 51 is right there on their bumper. They got the draft. So I believe it's going to be one of those last-ditch efforts at the end of this thing. We have 23 laps remaining in stage 3. So this race will be coming to an end shortly. And we are looking at 4 laps remaining of fuel-ish around there. So these guys will be coming in for those fuel and tires. And I believe that will be the stop they're going to need to get them to the end of this race if it remains green. '19 all over the bumper, just doing nothing but staying glued to the 47, trying to get that run. But that's the problem right there. You see the 19? He pushed a little bit in that turn because he has no downforce on that front end because he's so close to the bumper of the 47. That slows him up. Now that gaps the 47. 47's momentum's going to blow up. Now this is when the 51 and the 88, if they're paying good attention, this is when they're going to try to hit him with that run. Didn't quite have the momentum up yet for that run, but that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that 19 to be off the bumper of the 47, knowing that their momentum is going to be, dragging a little bit. And if those two can be locked up at the same time, what I mean locked up by means is bumper to nose, and with a heck of a run and push, they can get that momentum they need to slingshot past the 47 and the 19. It just seems like it's going to take at least 2 cars to get this pass done. Here comes the 19 looking kind of low. Ooh, possible block action right there. Oh, no, pit. Pit. Everybody's pitting except for the 47. 47 going to stretch it out just a little bit more. Ooh, 11 car into the wall. That's going to give him some damage and slow him up in his pit stop. Hopefully he didn't black flag and he'll be okay. Now you have the main group of leaders in with the majority of the field. The 11 cars in, 2 car of Muck is in. a lot of these guys seeing the same strategy. The 4-car of Deadman in pit lane as well. Coming out of pits at this moment is the 3-car of True Death. And, of course, the 12-car of Marley. Bad Fast Marley right there. Look like they're doing themselves a little bit of a sequencing change off the leaders. So that means they're going to pit they're pitting a little bit earlier. Hopefully giving those fresh tires, getting a little extra time on track versus these guys. And then hopefully they will have some kind of a mishaps coming out. Here we are coming out of pit road now with the 51 and the 19. The 51's going to get the 19 in pit strategy there, I think. Yep. So yes, the 51 got the 19 on pit strategy and in. So you've seen that braking, and you've seen them all coming into pit lane right there. So it looked like the 51 may have a better entrance coming into pit lane, thus giving them that overall shorter pit time. And you see it happening right there as he was on the bumper of the 19. Now the 19's on the bumper of him. 47 was our race leader. He stayed out at least another extra lap. And I believe, yes, so he came out of pits now. I believe he's out of pits. And he is on the move back forward again. The 51 of Clashin is our race leader. The 19 of Longshot, our second place. And all over the bumper of him. So he has the speed. We've seen it with the 88 and the 21 now linking up. It's not looking pretty for 19. He's going to need some help. And there's that blue car right there. Here comes his cavalry. Now, can his cavalry get there before they unleash hell? Because when that 18 and that 21 get there, whew, 19 is definitely going to have his hands full, as if he doesn't have his hands full right now. Man, 19's doing a fine job of holding on to the bumper of that 51 car right now. He's got to be leading the way in that third position over the 21 car of JWoww. JWoww in that fourth position. These two still linked up, trying to utilize their horsepowers and their runs to get up there and get to those first and second place cars as they keep stretching out just a little bit more. Here's our man Longshot in that second position. See how he looks up on the right hand of your screen. Longshot up on the right hand side of your screen. Let's drop on board with him. All over the bumper of this dude. Now will he just continue to, I'm sure he's not going to try to go for that pass quite yet. We still have a lot of racing, well, not a lot, but we still have a few laps left in this thing, and he's going to need to time this thing out, especially with a lot of with Scotty B and the 21, closing in. We have 14 laps remaining of tonight's race, folks. We are in stage 3. This thing's winding down fast. Now, Clashin was our top qualifier. He sat on pole today. Sorry, I missed the driver lineup for some crazy reason. But man, the 51 set on pole, still out there now, and he's been sitting toward the top 5 all evening. These JCR cars have been teamed up, and now we got the 19. And little wall action there. Here he goes for the pass. Makes the pass, clears it. Now, I'm not sure if the 51 loaded slowed up there or if he just had a good run and just kind of ran up into the back of him there a little bit. But he got him enough loose to where he was able to scratch the wall a little bit, and that wouldn't slow him up just enough. That's what he needed, was to get that pass. Now he's going to be able to get past him. But, you see the 21 now has drifted back a little bit in those laps that we're riding on board with Longshot. Longshot now, our race leader. You see him up there on the right hand of your screen. Longshot getting her done right now, leading it. Now, can you hold him off? That's going to be the $1 million question of tonight's race. Or at least the $4,000 question of tonight's race. 11 laps remaining in stage 3. This is it, folks. This race is winding down. And yes, folks, they call this the C21 Pro Cup for a reason, because all these drivers right here are getting paid at the end of this thing. I think the pot's up to somewhere around 4,000, somewhere around there. But gets dispersed throughout your the winners. You know how many wins, and they have a full breakdown, which we'll go over. But oh yeah, these guys out here trying to get that paycheck, and they're doing a fine job of getting it done. Consistency, that's what we look for here, folks. Inside the 10 laps remaining now. Taking a scroll through the field real quick, seeing if we can find a little bit of battling going on. But I believe that the battle that we're going to be looking for is definitely going to be long shot, which you see him still leading this race and up on the right-hander of your screen. So J-Wow in that 4th position was hunting down, well, with the companies of the 88, we're hunting down the leaders. The 47 stayed out a little bit longer, and he was our race leader, so he stayed out another lap or so. So he has fresher tires, not that much, you know, more rubber on him than what these guys do, but he has that extra, as we call it, confidence at the end of this thing. But it looks as if all tires have pretty much equalized, and these guys are running about the same race pace. We are 8 laps remaining in tonight's race. Okay, so this is going to be the battle here. We're going to drop it on long shot. We'll leave it closer to here for the end of this race, and we'll see if he's going to bring this thing home. Because, wow, what a win this guy would... he needs it. He is winless throughout this season, if I remember correctly. But, I mean, we're talking seconds. We're talking podiums all the time. But he's always been like one of the runner-uppers. He hasn't had that chance to really get that victory, get that checkered. And for him to put this thing in victory lane during the playoffs will be amazing for him. Go, Longshot! I'm rooting for you, buddy. You go get some. Yeah! Longshot still our P1 right now, leader of tonight's race, but he has the baddest of all company on his bumper, which is a 51 JCR Classic. One of NASCAR Heat 5's very best. But in the charge, though, too, look at this. We're talking probably one of the greatest here. We got to drop in on him, because we're talking. This is a man right here. I love this man. He's just freaking awesome. He has himself all of his stuff together. He does one of the baddest formats of racing, and gets it done all kinds. JCR Scotty B in the 88 machine. Man, he's all time. He really is. This cat has just an awesome personality. The ability to drive is close to second to none. And man, he puts on a show every week, week in and week out, at a multitude of different platforms. So hats off to Scotty B in that 3rd position. Really hope he holds on to this thing. Would love to hear from him in the booth. Let's get back over to Longshot now. Longshot getting this thing, trying to get this thing done as laps are closing in. Man, I bet you his adrenaline is pumping right now. Doing everything he can. Look at this. Quarter panel trying everything he can too. His tire about gone. He about ready to flat tire Marley it. 3 laps remaining. Can Longshot do it? Oh, we got to bring this one up. I'm sorry, Long, but we got to do it. All right, so we got our leader up now. Up on your right-hander of your screen. Here comes Classy with that dive bomb underneath. Oh, no contact. Trying to get the crossover move. Woes and slows him up. Will he have enough? Coming back at him now again. We have 2 laps remaining, coming to the last lap. Oh, will Longshot be able to get it? Last lap, folks. Here it is. This is it. Can he muster up enough to get him at the end? I don't think so. But he's there. He got the run. Come on. 2 more turns in tonight's race. 3 and 4 coming at us. Diving in this thing in. Here comes the long shot. Going for the gustos. Full cinder. Doesn't have it. Oh, doesn't have the momentum. Clashing gonna go ahead and take this one down. Great job to Clashing. Another win in the books for the 51. 19, second position. Still amazing run. But our race winner tonight, the 51 of JCR Clashing. Let's bring him up, folks. Great job done. You can see him. He's just, he's just frustrated. He was getting it done, though, man. I was so proud of him. Almost had it, but we got our tonight's race winner, JCR Clashing in the 51. Woo! He's getting it done, man. That guy's on fire right now. JCR guys, they're going to be a force to reckon with come next season. Congratulations to them, but man, how about that though? Scotty B in that 3rd position, right? Yeah! We get to talk with Scotty B the whole bit, man. So much fun. All right, folks, so we're going to take a quick short break. We're going to be back here in just a moment with our victory lane and then our post-race show. So stay tuned. Back in a second.
Welcome to a world where you can feel more. A world where you can see with sound. A world where you can feel force at your fingertips. Welcome to a new world of immersion.
PlayStation. Want a race? Ready, set, go.
All right, folks, here he is. Man of the hour, JCR clashing. He's lighting the ties. He's definitely kicking some fires in this one. Come on now, light him up. JCR clashing. Welcome to Victory Lane. How about that? Burnouts, burnouts, burnouts in the grass. Awesome stuff right there, folks. Congratulations to clashing, tonight's race winner. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and drop us on over to our post-race show, and we're going to hear from our winners. All right, folks, here we go. Post-race show, and it is. Welcome to it, folks. Man, that was one heck of a race. Had all kinds of fun right there. Woo! Kansas, in the books. We're done with that one right there, huh? Man, that outside line was a fast one. All right, so, folks, we're going to do something a little different here. Clashing. We're going to hear from our race winner right now. Get his adrenaline pumping, and pumping quick here. Clashing, you got a copy? Oh, there he is. Okay, all right. My man Clashing. Tonight's race winner. Dude, did you have yourself one heck of a battle at the end? Found yourself up toward the front throughout the entire run. A few cautions here and there. But, man, dude, how tight was it up there at the high? It started with that question. How tight was it up there? I mean, it looked real tight, dude.
Oh, it was tight in every way.
Oh, including the car, too? So give us a rundown on the tightness of your car, bud, and how you combated that.
I didn't make any changes like always, but being the leader, your car would just be really tight and center off, which pretty much bog you down. Being in the draft made your car kind of loose because you're always checking up. You're never really full throttle all the way around the track.
Okay.
Hard to you're not trying to run over.
So I was curious about that too, being in the draft and having that downforce that's needed for those corner entries, and not having that quite enough downforce, being locked up in the bumper. We've seen it a few times with a few drivers that were just on the bumper connected, and as they come into 3 and 4, they tend to that nose. You just see it just whoop. I mean, right out of there, and you don't have any kind of saving grace there when you're running that high and that close to the top of the line. Did you find yourself encountering that as well? You said your car was tight though. You said you wouldn't have too much of a problem with it, but of other drivers pushing up and contacting that wall, having to maneuver around them.
I never really had that problem. My car did what I wanted for the most part. It was kind of tight, but not like super tight where it would just slow you down.
Gotcha. Now how was the tire wear? We've seen on our tracker tonight that right front was wearing off tremendously. Were you having that same? Were you fighting that same battle tonight, or did you have your car a little more balanced and you were good?
When I was in the lead, I think I fell to about 15% right front, but if I was behind people in the draft, my right rear would actually burn off more.
Wow, really, right rear. So you had that thing just spinning when it come down to clawing and gripping through the center of the turn. And we seen you had a really nice car. The car seemed like it was nice and level. It rotated, good. You were able to hold the bottom and not push up. I didn't see, even though you said you're combating that push, your car looked amazing out there today, bud.
Yeah, my car drove really, really good, just like the rest of the JCR cars.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. We all did 1, 2, and 3 for a long minute. Then the 47 of Flash 9. You want to get up there and disrupt that party, which he did you did a fine job doing so, man. It was he was on his own for a minute, man, but that was pretty good stuff with him charging up there, getting that lead, and man, it was not easy. You guys had to actually give some contact a little bit here and there, scratch some cars up just to try to make something happen, and that was just, that's aggressive racing right there, bud.
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive all night. Tons of cautions, which I wasn't really expecting, which really ruined my strategy.
And, if you don't mind, enlighten us a little bit more on your strategies for tonight, or planned strategy, if you will.
The strategy was just to check out.
Yeah.
JCR cars just line up and go. Don't fight until the last few laps, stages, and just make it between us.
Gotcha. It seemed like it was playing out pretty well for a while, actually. But the other cars kind of got the the same memo, I would think, and they were lining up pretty tough and trying to run you guys down. But man, what a strong car you had tonight. Again, bringing it back again. And now take us through those last laps real quick. On those last laps, the 19 was leading, but he got that lead. He got up on you, and we were riding on board with him. I don't know if maybe you got a little loose or checked up, and he wasn't quite expecting, but he got in the bumper of you, and then you kind of got it, and he got that momentum, that run on the bottom. Now, did you sit behind him patiently and waited to strike, knowing that your striking moment's going to be at the last 2 laps, or did you just find that run at the end? Were you pushing your car as hard as it could?
What actually caused that? I missed my entry on turn 3, which made my car really tight, and I actually got too high on exit 4, and I scraped the wall and came down in a long shot. Luckily, he didn't wreck. We both saved it. And then I didn't really want to make my move until 2 laps to go. I was debating on when I want to go because I didn't want Scotty to catch or JWoww or anybody to flash. And then I knew my car was really, really good long run, so I just full sensing in turn 1. It turned, never lifted, and once I got to the top, it just stuck. And then I don't know, long shot. I don't know if you thought I was going to go down low, the block, his run coming. I guess that's just how Kansas works. You don't really know. Passing stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I can see it, and everybody was trying to read each other as well as they possibly could. And but you were able to make that pass, and then get past him, hold on to it at the end. He tried to get that maneuver at the end, but man, you were gone. You had yourself that car just on a Richter pace right there, and got that checkered at the end. So congratulations to you, Clashin. You did a great job tonight, man. Really keeping the heat on all of those guys out there, and keeping that 51 toward the front.
Yeah, congrats to Longshot. I don't know if he had the best car, but his talent was able to put his car up there to be in the right position. He almost had it. Another lap or 2, he would have had it.
Man, he sure did, though. He was right there. Woo! But congratulations to you on another win for the books there, buddy, and just one step closer to getting that championship at the end.
All right, yeah, thank you.
You got it, bud. All right, speaking up of our second place runner-upper, the man here. Look at this guy. Long shot. Long shot, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. Trying to got me?
Yeah, we got you. Got good pick. All right, bud. So, dude, we saw the disappointment in the camera. We had your camera up in that matter. Sorry we had to, man. But, man, what a – you can't be disappointed in yourself because, as Clashin just spouted out about the level of talent you had tonight was amazing. The way that you performed, we spoke with you for a moment during that stage 3, during that last stage, under that last caution, and you seemed like you were unsure of what was gonna, man, do we have enough? And you did, man. You had enough. You got it. And for you to put that car up there in that 4th spot right off the bat, for the 4th, 5th spot off that restart, and then charge to the front, continuing on. I mean, and then of course the run that you and Flash had was great because it was the JCR cars against you guys, and you guys got that run. You guys all just flipped spots, put Flash right in the big, back up in the lead. You were in that 2nd position. Those guys fell back to 3rd and 4th. What an exciting race you guys were putting on up there. Oh, man. Well, enough for me, man. Come on, shoot it with us, dude. Shoot it with us. So give us a rundown of your race. Let's go ahead and, a quick on stage 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we had a rough stage 1 and stage 2. We kind of were back and forth. Qualified 6. Had went to go for a pass down low. Car kind of stepped out.
Okay.
We were able to save it. Didn't wreck or nothing. Able to save it. Then that caution came out and kind of helped us get back up. Then we were going along and just everything's so tight on the top side and whatnot. Kind of got pinched up a little bit. I don't remember who it was or whatnot, but we got pinched up, fell back. I ended up P11 stage 1. I was trying to bounce back for stage 2, which we did a little bit. We got P7, but not where we had hoped to be. We wanted to be up a little bit closer with Scotty being up there and whatnot, and trying to make sure we were staying ahead of him in points. But stage 3 came, and I knew we just had to stay calm, stay cool, and just kind of run our race and hope that everything played out. It was looking good. me and Flash kind of got hooked up there and was able to run, kind of how we always do. We seem to always find each other, and when we do, we can kind of hook up and go, and we were able to go. Scotty had pushed and got tight, and that kind of bottled him and Clashing up a little bit, and me and Flash were able to get by. And then coming to pit, we hit everything perfect. Pit entry, pit crew did a great job on the stop. We were able to come out behind Clashing, and we were just kind of content on riding there until the end. And he had got up in the wall, and we got to run around him, so we just kind of, ran with the lead. And, I had a feeling that move was coming and had it in the back of my head that was going to be tried. And we just, ran out of talent and didn't get it cut down to the bottom quick enough to try to cross them over. You got to be very careful with the seams here. If you cut them a certain way or yank too hard, you could spin yourself out. So, it was just a little bit of running out of talent on my part, and kind of got in the back of them and got a little damage there for the last 2 laps, which kind of really tightened us up, and was never able to get close enough to kind of return that move back. Other than that, it was an okay race. I feel like, a lot of things could have been better for us, but we'll take it. Hopefully, the points shake out, and, we'll move on to Watkins Glen and keep our heads up here.
Dude, 100% though, man. The last thing that you did, though, was run out of talent, my man. All right? You were putting it down. You're putting it up, down, sideways. You didn't care, dude, because you had that car sideways at times. So, like I said, you were putting on the full Monty, the full show tonight, dude, and with those gustos as well, because you did the full cinders, man. You did everything tonight. You did a great job. That you just showcased your talent on how well you're able to literally make a mistake, but still drive your way back toward the front and finish. Not only did you finish in the second position, but you had that lead and you almost won that thing, man. But what an impressive run for that 19 machine, dude. You did an impressive job out there, and I know you're gonna get your win too, dude. You're gonna get that win. You're gonna get that W. All right. I mean, seriously, you will. You keep getting up here in this booth, dude. That's just a matter of time before you're waving the heck out that flag. And when you do, I want you to light this thing up like we never see no tires burn in that victory lane. All right. I mean, just burn it down, buddy. All right. Man, what a great. Oh, you will. But an impressive run. Final question though. We noticed that the tires were wearing. Actually, got 2 questions for you. Did you have any significant wear to your right and left fronts? Was your car balanced real well? Or were you worried about your tires through these runs, even though you were having some cautions? And then last was what was the did you make any changes, and what was the kind of go-to? What was your best change that you made, and what?
Honestly, tire wear wasn't really a concern for me. With practice and everything and whatnot, and really working on it, I knew we could make it. The car was very well balanced start to finish. As far as adjustments throughout the race, we had made 1 adjustment going into stage 2, but we actually went back on it going to 3, so we ended up right back where we started.
Gotcha.
I think it was more the track just kind of came into us, and the way
okay.
our setup ran, it seemed like the track was losing grip the longer we ran, which, depending on where you run, and especially being up that close to the wall, one little bobble and you catch the wall or hit the marbles. But it seemed like as the night went on, the track got looser, so it kind of fell right into our wheelhouse of where our car was.
Oh, cool.
Is, really, really good for us that it was able to do that. And, just overall, balance was really good. Just, like I said, wish we could have got a better stage 1 and stage 2, but that's racing, and we
strong finish though.
Back and bounce back through second.
Yep, strong finish, buddy. So congratulations to you on that P2. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see what you're gonna put down for us next week, bud. So keep up that amazing, great work. Anybody want to give a quick shout out to?
Just JCR for putting us on, Mucka for putting us on, FRR, U-Tron at Left Turn, and all the fans out there that are tuning in and watching us. And you know, actually making a lot of this possible. You know, people watching may not realize that, but you know, they really are making a lot of this possible for us. So thank you, big shout out to them. And I also, real quick, want to give a shout out to Captain, responder. He was out on a call tonight. That's why he couldn't make it. So hopefully he made it back safe and sound. And the guy that they had to go get is okay. And hopefully everything turned out okay there.
Yeah, absolutely. I got prayers to go out to Captain and you know, and hope for his safe return. So congratulations again on your P2, bud. Great job. We'll see you again on the next one.
Thank you.
You got it. All right. Let's bring up Mucka. Mucka, you got a copy?
Hey, Tron, you got me?
Yeah, we got you. We got you. Wait. Is 2-car up yet? Let me look. Can't see it. 2-car's up yet. 2-car always magically appears out of the smoke in the background whenever Muck pulls up for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's just one of them things. So I'm kind of waiting for it to see if the smoke's going to clear. The 2-car gonna rise out of the smoke. But man, you did some rising out of the smoke tonight. What a great run for you right there again, duking it out door to door with these guys and in the mix of all of this. How was it out there for you, real quick, and then kind of going to where we're going next week?
I had a decent car. You know, I don't think I had a top 5 car tonight, but you know, definitely top 7. It was just a matter of trying to find the right guy to work with. Those front guys, as Clashy would said, kind of just work together and put a big gap on the rest of the field. Seemed like once you got past 5th back, everybody was fighting tooth or nail for every position they could get, which makes it tough on everybody. But you know, that's racing.
Yeah.
You know, the points matter. Points are huge, so you kind of understand why guys are fighting for every position. Next week we're on the Watkins Glen.
Ooh, we going right?
I'm sure.
Ooh, that turn Bosniak's gonna go right today, baby. Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting track. It'll give a chance for, you know, the guys you normally see running in the center, or maybe run out front for a little while. Road courses is just like short tracks. It's got to be 3 or more cars for a caution.
Okay.
So those are rare and hard to come by. So it's all about consistency at the road courses. One little screw up, you can lose a lot of positions.
Gotcha. So look for the green flag runs tomorrow or next week at Watkins Glen, and the consistency, like you mentioned. So that's what's going to play its role. That dance, that intricate dance that we have at those road courses, that back and forth, the timing, the listening to the motor, the tune she puts out, and staying in that whole thing, that whole package needs to come together for to have a great finish at a road course. So I'm excited to see this one, and of course we get some of the best wheel movements when it comes down to it from our drivers. So it should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I want to give a special shout out to Pittman, the rookie tonight.
Yeah,
had a phenomenal run.
What I know, right?
He ended up clipping the wall, going in the pits, get a black flag. It kind of ruined his night. But I was super stoked to see him running up there in the top 5.
Yeah.
Top 6, top 7 car all night.
Yep.
Just goes to prove how much work he's put into it. So.
Yes. Yeah, and he did. Yeah,
shout out to him.
Yeah, he put in a lot of. Yeah, he did. You can see it because he was up there running. We gave him a shout out throughout the and highlighted him as well throughout the race. So man, he did a great job. Great shout out there, Mutt.
And congrats to Longshot, Scotty B, and Clashing. Clashing, you can't just keep winning every race. You got to give some other guys some shots.
Well, he's going to say, and he'll say, well, these other guys got to step it up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's it's a tip for tat. Yeah. So unfortunately, we did miss our 3rd place finisher, Scotty B. I was so looking forward to seeing him in the booth. I really wanted to harass him just a little bit and say what's up to my man Scotty B. Really missed that dude, and man, it would have been great to hear from him. So hopefully next time when he wins this thing, right?
Right, next time. He's a force to be reckoned with at Watkins Glen. So,
yes.
There's a really good potential of seeing him up here next year.
Yeah, I would really like to see him up here in the booth, if not in victory lane. So man, what a good run for him tonight, and great to see him up there in that podium finish.
Yep. Thanks to you, Tron, putting this on like always.
Oh yeah.
it wasn't for you, there'd be 20 of us knowing what the hell we're doing.
No, you guys seem like you knew what the hell you're doing tonight, because you put on another great show. Which is again typical of Front Row Racing. You guys come out to produce and put on when it comes to racing, and you did just that tonight. So congratulations to you, Muck, for a very successful race tonight for Front Row Racing, and again getting it done for Century 21 and JCR.
All right, thanks, Sean.
You got it, buddy. My pleasure. All right.
Hey, like and subscribe. Marley.
And as we speak of Marley, let's bring him up. How about that? He got you again, but because he comes up first, man, I get you. Marley, you got a copy. Marley, headset. Marley, give us some comms.
You be on mute, Marley.
Yeah, you're pulling a Tron, bud. Yeah. Yeah, we got you. We got you, my man. All right. Woo! How you doing, dude? I mean, you're running it pretty tough. Looked like you had yourself one heck of a run, but you need a mistake in pit call on that first stage, which you had. We seen you drop to the bottom and had to get to the back, and that was that really hurt you from there on out.
It was a lot of frustration. The fact that I was even back there, and then made that, but just a little bit of frustration. I shouldn't have been back there. We had a car that could win, definitely. I mean, I felt like when I was running behind them top three, I was out of the gas 3/4 of the track. It was a fast car, and we did not finish where we should have. After that miscue with the pits, then we went 2 laps down. We got them back, and then once you're in the back, like Mucka was touching on before, it's so hard because those front 4 drivers all work together, so they just stay together and check out from the field, and then the rest of us are left, and it's a dogfight, and it's like it's real hard to pass at Kansas, man.
Yeah.
So ring around the rosy at the top. So, but we'll see what we got for the road course. I know this 12 car doesn't really like to turn right, but we're gonna give it a go.
Now, is it the 12 car or is it the driver? Just out of curiosity, when it comes down to that right.
Both.
Gotcha. Both. Copy that. So we'll be looking for that then, obviously. But yeah, dude, your car looked amazing in the beginning of the run. You were in the yellow banana, the nuclear banana tonight. It seemed like
the whole way around run. Yeah. After we got cut from the playoffs, we lost our sponsorship. So, we came in a banana tonight.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what everybody sees me at on YouTube. They see that big yellow car. So
yeah,
a little shout out to the people who are getting help from the setups on Left Turn Broadcasting.
Well, that's what we're bringing up here. We want to hear about the setup. You're going to be launching Kansas and everything else, and then also we were also discussing about LTB. We had a comment about the slider setups and all you boys over there running NASCAR sliders, this and that. And from what I was in understanding is that Marley's going to be conducting some LTB setup as well for all of our fans and drivers out there to help you guys out in that area of racing of Heat 5 also. So very excited about that.
We're going to do a little bit of presets and then adjustments to make on those presets to get you guys faster, and then preset races for the guys that don't do customs. Right. So we're going to try to reach everybody, help everybody out.
Nice. Yeah, so and the way he's describing on reaching is that we will be doing our blog show that will be coming up, so he will be introducing the setup, as video wise, and then we're going to go over and bring drivers in, and we're going to talk and sit back, and we're going to show what these adjustments will help with and what they will hurt. So, get a lot of information we're trying to bestow out there for all of our drivers. We don't just try to put on the show, but we actually try to help you guys create the show. Because if you're out there wrecking and stuff, it's hard for us to film. So you out there running it side by side, 3 wide, putting us on one heck of a show. That's easy to film. All right, that's awesome. That's what we look for. So that's what we're looking for when it comes to anything. LTB and Front Row Racing, JCR, all of us. We're here to help, and we're here to put on a good show. And I'm really hoping we're doing so. And appreciate all the new people showing up tonight to check it out. And really hope that you tune in next week and throughout the week with all the rest of the racing we got going on.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate all of you guys tuning in. All the views and likes that you can on the videos really helps us out. Man, I can't thank you guys enough. We're almost at 1,200 subs, and I keep on going.
That's it right there.
Each 100 that we do is like a milestone, and I'm going to drop a setup for each one. So
that's fantastic. And when we run out of setups, you got plenty of updates you got going on too, right?
Oh man, I could update all these things.
I can't wait to see that. And that's how these things continue to stay fast, all right?
This setup right here that I'm running at Kansas, I run 30.2s by myself, no draft.
Wow.
And the fastest setup on YouTube right now is a 30.5. So, I mean, I got lots of stuff to give you guys.
Just do it in small portions, bud. Don't overload them, all right? So that way they get a chance to work on it and really, do their thing with it. Yep. Get used to it. So don't overload them. But man, it was an awesome race tonight. Pretty good show. I do apologize about a few missed things in the beginning. I can't believe I missed our driver lineup. I don't know. I was in such a hurry to get it started to get to racing.
When, we're doing our pace lap and you were going over the lineup. That was cool.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe we might have found a different era there. Maybe we can bring up some cards then. But it was a lot of fun. Great racing tonight. At a treacherous track, which is Kansas, man. That outside line against the wall. That's where you remain the entire race. So any like they described earlier, any mishap, any little slide up, and you're in that thing. There is no saving grace up there. So man, what a great race. Great job tonight, though, Marley. Putting it down. No matter what, you put on a good show during the stage one. And, man, we can't wait to see you next week trying to go right. I just thought it'd be entertaining.
More so for you.
I know! That's what I'm referring to! I mean, I'm just kidding. I love you, brother. But, man, all right, fans. So, we're gonna go ahead and get you out of here. But thanks again for tuning in for Left Turn Broadcasting. And, of course, we always have that motto of keep it pointed in the right direction. That's not only in your race car, but that's in your life as well. So keep everything pointed in the right direction, and you're gonna find that checkered flag no matter what you're doing in life or in the car at the end. So, folks, thanks again. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
Yep. First on race day, drive it forward, baby. Like and subscribe.
That's not how the saying goes, but we can't say how the saying really goes. All right, for our ending stream, folks. Really hope you appreciate this. A lot of hard work goes into this, and man, crazy stream ending. Here it is. I guess you wouldn't say hard work, it's crazy work. Take care, folks.
passion.